Okay, so this is the aquascape I set up for my 22-gallon long aquarium. Um, Basically what I did is I broke up a bunch of Marco's Reef Saver rock. You can see all the little bits of what I have left there. And I just super glued it together, and then from there I just used the mortar to put these little shapes together. So this is actually the wrong way. Let me flip this around. This is gonna be the front piece. Try to have as little of the mortar facing. You can kind of see where the mortar is. Like, this is mortar covered up with sand, and then this is mortar that I forgot to cover up. You can see it's kind of a different coloration, but eventually it's all gonna get covered up with the coralline algae. But I tried not to use too much mortar because I find that the surface you get from the mortar, it's not quite as porous and natural looking as like actual rock. Like you can see here, it's got like more crevices and little holes everywhere. This just looks like concrete kind of. So I might get little pieces of rock and just kind of put them along a lot of the places where the mortar is, just to try to make it look more natural, but we'll see. This piece over here was mostly just one solid piece. I used this little frag plug and super glued it to the bottom to give it a sturdy base. And then I just super glued these pieces up top. I didn't use any mortar on this one yet, but I might put some just to make it a little bit more sturdy. The mortar is very strong. The super glue, however, can break pretty easily. So yeah, I mean, I broke this up basically over here with this little thing I got on Amazon. It's like a miner's pick sort of. Here's the 22-gallon tank that this is all gonna go into. And then yeah, I just had I started with the bigger pieces of rock and just kind of glued it all together to give me something that fit into into my aquarium, and then just looked pretty natural. I probably used about 5 of these 1-ounce containers of super glue, probably about 2 or 3 of these super glue accelerators. The mortar I usually made in the bucket that came with the thingy, but yeah, so excuse me. Yeah, also you definitely want to use gloves when you do this. It's difficult without them. This is the other aquascape I have. The lighting's not great over here, but this is for my Red Sea Max Nano. You can see, like, I try to leave a couple inches on each side, just to, if I need to get my hand down into the tank, I want to be able to squeeze it between the rock. So this one came out really good. There's lots of little, I don't know what you would call this, like lots of little like places for fish to swim in and out of. You get a lot of different, like a different perspective from every angle, so kind of cool. And it fits perfectly. There's about a little bit more than 2/3 of the way filled up to the top, which will be good when I put SPS up here. So that's pretty much it. That's how I aquascape this. The whole thing probably took about, maybe 10 hours, but it was a lot of fun actually, kind of working with my hands. So yep.